You may be overwhelmed. There may be too much on your mind. Because last night, you scrolled through all the news, all the events, all the politics, all the lies. Here, you'll only find the truth. But nothing but the truth will set you free. So I'm here to let you know that your routines might have a glitch. There might be something that you need to break down to rebuild. For example, if I wanted to score 50 points this morning, I didn't do 50 points. I did 5 sets of 10s. And I didn't do 5 sets of 10. I started with 1 set of 10, then I said 2, then I said 3, and you can say 5 when you have completed the set. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, 2025 is here. It is now rose, new day, new beginning. Everything is turning green. So is the season of your life. Take advantage of this season. If you miss the other seasons, if you don't know the concept of goal setting, if you don't know the concept of lobbying, if you don't know the concept of politics of business, now proudly I can say that my daughter's 4th year university student, psychology of business. Wow, will I learn some good stuff from her? I'm very, very proud of my children. And you should be too, because you can be transparent. Once you break things down, people will understand it. So I'm breaking the science of achievement to bare bones. Not in my own words, but in the words of other achievers that you have yet to meet. I was introduced by a singer in Dallas, Texas, cowboy singer, black guy, cowboy singer, introduced me to what's called my friend right now, Frank Russo. I was another guy who was a former business person and a bouncer at a bar introduced me to Rhonda Damore. It was just sheer luck that I met Peter Corral and the rest of them that you may not know, but you will if you subscribe and if you go ahead and click on the link and register. Come and meet some community leaders, come and meet some business leaders, come and meet some health and wellness experts. Everything that you do is to give yourself more options. Hence, working all your life for only one option that's a maybe is a bad bet. And that's what I'm talking about, your retirement plan. The money you have in the stock market, the money that you're thinking that one day I will have this and pass it to my children, or buy a beautiful home, or build something by breaking yourself down. Through 6 weeks of programming and also assessment and analysis and assignments, you will be broken down to break your paradigm, the mindset that you have. Mindset is really, really important, friends, ladies, gentlemen, Kurds, Arabs, Turks, Persians, everybody. Your mindset is determined by 2 things. 1, your hereditary. 2 is your environment. If you're in a bad environment, you're not a tree. Move. This tree behind me is planted here. It's gonna stay here until it's taken down. But you, luckily, are not a tree. And you have a friend, Dr. Camel Care, to guide you through, introduce you, to help you get all of the resources that you need to make your dream a reality. To be able to wake up at 5 a.m. and play basketball in an open court is absolutely the joy of my life. I've been in love with a basketball since I was the age of 13. As a matter of fact, I will remind you of some of the great days that you've had in the past, because we're going to discuss the past, we're going to discuss the future, and we're going to stay in the now. The key is to pay attention. To be where you are means, Wayne Dyer, my mentor, said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Rumi said, look at everything with the eye of love. Imagine every encounter that you have today be like you're meeting your very best customer, best client, best team member, whoever you're going to see. When you go to trips, do you prepare? My question is, how can one go through life without preparing for itself, for life itself? The questions that I'm going to raise to you are, where are you going to be in 5 years? I want you to describe to me a clear picture of where exactly you want to be in life in 2030. The world is changing at the fastest speed. You can possibly not catch up with the speed of technology, AI, and everything that's happening just by yourself. You need resources. You need mentors. You need connections, because AI, artificial intelligence, is a system of data that has been compiled since the beginning of history. Anything you need to ask ChatGPT. Form a question. Form a question like, why is Camel Cashmere good for health? Ask it. Ask. Technology has changed your life, but nothing will take the place of manpower. Human beings connecting with each other, exchanging ideas, and getting themselves prepared for what's ahead. What's ahead? Maybe a recession, maybe not. Maybe a depression, maybe not. Rich people make money, more money in the recessions, in the COVIDs, in the disasters, in the Black Fridays than they do in the good market. Everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon when everything is good. That's the wrong timing. It's about to go down. Now, if it's down and you want to get up, you start to compiling monthly investments into a portfolio where you can accumulate that target that you have set for yourself. On March 23rd, my friends and I are gathering for a celebration of grand opening of our online store, which is a complicated system. I request and I suggest that you go on camelcare.ca, at least spend half an hour, click on every button. This is a complicated business CRM system that we will introduce you on March 23rd in our showcase. Now, in my showcase also, there's artists, there's also filmmakers, there's also other businesses, everybody who wants to get known to, the Kurds, the Persians, the Iranians, the English speaking. I am bringing you a set of cultural systems that will help enhance your health, your relationships. Kurds are known for dancing circles. We're going to talk about why Kurds dance in circles when it's New Year. All of these are relevant to you and your life and where you want to be in 3 to 5 years. I'm Arif Gilani. Thank you for watching this video. If you know anyone who complains of pain, remember Dr. Camel Care. I'm Arif Gilani. Have a great day.